Hi, I'm Harley Quinn. Yes, that is my name. And I have a channel called Book Club for Kids. And I am going to be reading loads of books for kids, of course. And this book today is called Dog Zombies Rule Tom Gates by Liz Pichon. I hope you enjoy. That's just a front cover. It's a very fun book. I've read it before. Dog Zombies Rule for now. I hope you enjoy. I am so excited because for the first time ever I have a real life pet! How brilliant is that? Very. It's not actually my pet. I'm looking after it for my friend, Mark Clump. The other day at school, he asked me if I could help him out. We're moving house, so I have to stay at my granny's for a few days, but she doesn't have enough room for all my pets. Straight away, I shouted, "Yes, I can help. I look after your pet, no problem at all." I was so keen that I didn't even ask him which pet I was he was talking about. Mark has a lot of pets. Some of them would be easier to look after than others. Tina the dog, the cat, the frog, and the spider. Wouldn't be easy taking care of them. Definitely not. Especially spiders. Thanks, Tom. I'll come over to yours after school and bring everything with me, if that's okay. Great, I told him. It was only as I walked back to class that I started to think. On a scale to 1 to 10, how happy would Mum and Dad be about me looking after a pet? I'd say not happy. On a scale of 1 to 10, how happy would Delilah be about me keeping a pet? About here? Yeah, just about there. I don't think she'd like it. This is because Delilah is allergic to some pets. She's allergic to other things too, like fun. It's true, my sister is a weirdo. I knew it wasn't going to be easy convincing Mum and Dad about the pet, but I had to try because I was really looking forward to it now. Here's my excited about a pet face. Very excited. When I sat down at my desk, Marcus Mildrew looked at me up and down. "Why are you smiling so much? Have you forgotten we got maths this afternoon?" I had. Stupidly, I only went and told him about Mark's pet. I'm looking after it for him while he's at his granny's. That's why I'm in a good mood. "You're looking after Mark's pet snake?" "No, not his snake. One of his other pets," I said confidently. I forgot about his snake. "I bet it is his snake. Do you want to know why?" "Not really," I sighed. He ignored me and carried on talking. "Mark's granny will not want a snake in her house because it might escape and try to eat her." Yum. At this point, Amy stopped reading her book and said, "For your information, Mark has a corn snake and corn snakes don't eat people." See, Amy knows. I'm not looking after his snake anyways. I told Marcus, hoping he'd stop interfering. He didn't. "There's a first time for everything, Tom. Once that snake is in your house, he could wake up really hungry, slither towards you, and then chomp! You're gone. Or at least chewed." Marcus was pretending his arm was a snake now. Why did I tell him anything? I should have just kept quiet. him, Marcus, being very, very annoying. Not very nice. He carried on doing this silly snake impression until his arm got tired. Then he hissed at me instead. Hiss! Which was annoying. Amy looked up again. Put a sock in it, Marcus. I'm trying to read. Exactly. Shh, will you? I agreed. I thought your sister was allergic to animals, Amy suddenly asked me. As well as being super smart, she also had a very good memory. Yes, she did. She is. But I have an excellent plan to get around that problem, I explained while trying to look thoughtful and clever at the same time. Clever, thoughtful. I bet you do, Amy said quietly as she carried on reading. I didn't have a plan. Not yet, anyways. It was during Mr. Philemon's unbelievably long maths lessons that my plan came together. If Mum and Dad say no to me keeping a pet, then smuggle it into the house might work. Then smuggling it into the house might work. Or keeping it in the garden. I drew out a few ideas for different pets. My plan. Different ideas. Pet in a box. Clever disguise. Parrot or bird on the hat. Smuggle pet in bag. Smuggle pet under coat. While expertly keeping my I'm doing maths face on the whole time, which wasn't easy. That don't look like it. My expression worked right up until Marcus looking over my shoulder and hissing at me again. Hiss! Ugh! Shh! I told him, trying not to bring attention to myself. What kind of math is that? Marcus said, not leaving me alone at all. Straight away, Mr. Philemon looked in our direction. You two are like a couple of magnets. Move away from each other. And whoever's making that hissing sound, please stop right now. I gave Marcus a look and whispered, that would be you then. Mr. Philemon heard me. Do you need some help, Tom? Not really, sir. Excellent. That's music to my ears. I'll be looking forward to seeing all that maths you completed then, Mr. Philemon said, and he carried on marking our work. Marcus moved away and left me in peace for a while, which gave me a chance to work everything out. Not the maths, my pet plan. Once I had all my ideas written down on a piece of paper, I felt much better. So I picked up the worksheet and saw a lot of number nines everywhere. As math isn't my best subject, I had a slight panic until I remembered how to do the 9 times tables on my fingers, which is very useful at a time like this. It's almost as useful as sitting next to Amy Porter. With my worksheet nearly done, I had plenty of time to do more drawing. I added some numbers, so it kind of is like math. Note from Mr. Philemon. Sorry if any of my sums are wrong. I hope these good drawings help me get some merits. For the rest of the day, all I could think about was having a pet right up until the bell went. Even on the walk home, I found myself looking at other people's dogs and imagining they were mine. I was going to tell Mum and Dad about Mark's pet as soon as I got back, but instead I found myself wandering around the house doing very important things like staring at the wall, picking bits of fluff off my trousers, flicking the bits of fluff to see how far they would fly. Not that far. What if Mum and Dad say no to about the pet? That would be really awkward, and I wouldn't be happy about it either. Mark said he'd come to see me straight after school, so I was running out of time to ask them. After a bit more fluff finding, eventually I stood right in front of them and blurted out, "Mum and Dad, can I ask you a question?" They both raised an eyebrow look. "Go on," said Mum suspiciously. "Well, my friend Mark Clump asked me to do a really huge favour, and because I'm a nice person, I always try and do good things. I told him not to worry because of course I'd take one of his pets, just for a few days to help him out." I whispered the word pets really softly, hoping they'd miss it. "That's nice of you, Tom," Dad said. "Phew, that was easy." I followed up quickly by saying, "Thank you, that's brilliant. Mark's on his way over right now and he'll be very happy." "Hang on a second. Did you just say pet?" Trust me. Trust Mum to hear with her bat ears. Maybe. Before she could say no to me, I found another way to ask the same question. "Please, please, 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 please." I only stopped saying please when I ran out of breath, which gave Mum the chance to jump in and say, "You know we can't have pets in the house, Tom. But Mark said his granny can't look after any more pets, and his mum was all stressed out." I did an impression of Mark's mum being stressed. It was just a wild guess if she really looked like that. "I was only trying to be helpful," I added in a sad voice. "I'm not surprised Mark's mum is stressed with all those pets in the house." "Exactly! Is everything okay with Mark and his family then?" Mum wanted to know. At this point I could have said, "They're fine, just moving house, that's all." But I didn't. I built the situation up by saying, "I don't know what's really going on, but Mark asked for me and I'm his friend." Which was true, though I made it sound a lot more dramatic than it really was. "I'm still not sure, Tom. What if," Mum started to say when the doorbell rang. "Hi, Tom." Mark was outside holding a bag and a small cage covered with a blanket. He came in and put them both down. "Thanks for doing this, Tom. You're a real lifesaver." "That's okay. I was just trying to be helpful," I said, glancing at Mum and Dad to make my point. Changing their minds would be a lot harder to do now Mark is actually here. Unless there was something dodgy lurking under the blanket, like a massive spider, a stunk tongy, millions of cockroaches, fingers, toes, eyes and everything else crossed. I hope it was something cute and nice second dog. My granny's waiting for me outside, so I can't stay for long, but she's very pleased there's one less animal in the house, even for a short time, Mark told us. "I bet she is," said Dad. "All I wanted to know was what was the pet?" Mark started to look in the bag and said, "Hang on, I just need to sort out his toys." "Toys?" Mark said. "Toys? A dog has toys?" Yes. "Is it a dog?" "Oh, didn't I tell you what it was?" Mark asked me. "No," we all said together. "Sorry about that." Mark took off the blanket off the cage, and inside there wasn't a dog. Or if it was a dog, it was a very teeny weeny one. See? Look, right there. He's asleep right now, but don't worry, when Marble wakes up he gets a lot more lively, I promise. "What is Marble?" I asked, trying not to sound disappointed. "He's a hamster." Mark could tell by my expression that I wasn't sure about a hamster. Hamsters are very good pets. He likes to store snacks in his cheeks for later. "That's handy," I said. I suppose any pet is better than no pet at all, and Mum and Dad seem okay with Marble, which is a good thing. So we have got up to page 27 of Tom Gates' Dog Zombies Rule for Now by Liz Pichon. If you would like a part 2, just tell me and I will make it happen. Bye guys!